Hi everybody, welcome back to Janice Beautiful Gallery here in Summerland, British Columbia. Today I'm going to talk to you about snakes, or in the case of Janice, her interaction with a python on the set of Wild America. In film and television, we work with a lot of animals on set, and we have world-class animal handlers to A, keep them safe, and B, keep the crew safe from all of them as well. And there are a lot of rules that you follow. The American Humane Association monitor everything you do with an animal on set. And many years ago, Janice and I were working on a film called Wild America. And one of the scenes was about 3 boys running through a cave full of rattlesnakes. And we built a stage set where the puppeteers from K&B Effects could actually puppeteer the rattlesnakes in the cave. But to give it some authenticity, they hired a snake wrangler to bring in a number of snakes that were non-venomous just to be amongst the puppeteered snakes in the cave. And Janice and I, when we're working on those types of films, I'm on set, she's decorating the set, so we're on different hours, and we were shooting nights that week because there was a big transition of a cave. So we had the cave in snake mode, and then we had to turn it into a Kodiak bear den for the next night. So when we wrapped at 6 a.m., I was just getting packed up to leave, and the snake handler came up to me and he said, you know, I can't remember if I had 11 pythons or 12. And I looked at him, my first thought was, how hard is it to count to 12? I mean, how would you not know? So I carried on doing my thing and went home, and because Jan and I were working different hours, as I had said, I went to bed and I was sleeping during the day. And this is just pre-cell phone. So I wake up and I go down, the answering machine, red lights blinking in the kitchen. I hit the button, it's like, hi, just calling to see if Jan's okay. And I'm like, uh-oh. Another message, yeah, just checking to see if Jan's okay, if you could give us a call. So I phoned the production office because I couldn't call Jan. And I said, what's going on? And they said, oh no, it's all good, Jan's back at work, she got bit by a python. I'm like, what? And so I had Jan call me and she told me the story. What had happened was when she got to work that morning, they were just getting ready. They were waiting for the carps to change the cave around, when all of a sudden one of the carps ran out and said, I seen a snake in there, and everybody basically bolted. So she's like, oh, for heaven's sake, give me a bucket and a towel and I'll go get the snake. So in goes Jan, and she sees the snake and picks it up and puts it in the bucket. And as she's putting it in the bucket, the snake latched onto her hand. And python have a bunch of small teeth, and they basically will get it on your hand, and they kind of start working this motion. So she's standing there and she comes out of the cage, she's got this python hanging off her hand, the blood's running down her hand, and all these men are running, screaming, panicking out of the stage. Jan's been bit by a snake, Jan's been bit by a snake. And so Jan said she gently pried the snake off and got it into the bucket. And of course, the thing about a snake bite is you have to go for a tetanus shot. So Jan, they sent her off to a clinic close to the studio where we were filming, and it was baby inoculation day. So she walks into this waiting room with all these mothers with their young babies and walks up to the receptionist, who said, Jan, what are you here for? And she said, I got bit by a python, which basically stopped the waiting room. Everybody stared at her. So when I saw Jan later, I arrived to do the night shift, and she was just finishing her shift to go home. I said, look, we have a Kodiak bear on set tonight. Whatever you do not pet the bear. There are many more stories about animals and Jan and all of us, especially Angel the chicken, in my book. They Don't Pay Me to Say No. Have a great day, everybody.